Hello and welcome to another edition of Wednesday Night Marked Out Wrestling. I am here, Adam Baum, with Kiera. Sorry we were a little late. We had some technical difficulties connecting with the weather being really shitty here in Charlotte. But we do have our other host, Brian, on the line. What's up, big guy?
Hey, man. Hey, Adam. Hey, Kiera. Hello, board. Hello, everybody.
So obviously everything tonight is going to be all about the Grand Slam.
Yes.
Arthur Ashe Stadium, New York City, Flushing Meadows, the whole 9 yards. Before we break it down, we do have our fourth person to the show, I guess you could say, the fourth man. Who's on our YouTube live chat board tonight, Brian?
Yes, we have patiently on here Psych Leather, of course, Juan Rodriguez, Shoji, DP. Let's see. I think we had Indie Taker going on there too. They're just firing away, but yeah, they're all talking about Dynamite and just all their thoughts. But I'm sure we'll break it down. Well, obviously, that's why we're fucking here, right?
Right. So two things to get out of the way before we get started. Rampage, which is part 2 of Grand Slam. We kind of speculated in the past that they were going to try and do the hour against SmackDown. They're not. It is 10 to midnight, so it will be the 2 hours following SmackDown. They're not trying to go head-to-head for an hour in any way.
Yeah.
And the attendance tonight, 21,700. Before we break stuff down, the reason I bring that up is I thought it looked good in that building tonight.
Yeah.
The
So
set
good.
design, the way they set up the tunnels so that people could see from behind, but they still could have their tunnel. This might become an annual thing.
I hope so. I really like the ramp, the whole everything from the production. I even said it, the production just keeps getting better and better, and the whole style that they have set up on the ramp, I'm fucking loving that.
Definitely true, Brian. Kara had that little bit of a break and is just now a month back, but you've been here the whole time. We've slowly seen this uptick in their production value.
Oh, absolutely. And I don't know if it's an uptick. I don't know if it's so much production value, but I mean, we don't know the setup of Arthur Ashe and where the locker room was and all that jazz. But honestly, my biggest thing was is that since this was their first show at a tennis arena, it makes you think do you think they're gonna do this? I know they're obviously gonna do it at Arthur Ashe.
Well,
do you think they're gonna do it at other
No.
tennis stadiums? Is this
No,
gonna become
no,
a
because
thing?
most of the tennis stadiums that would be comparable are not in this country.
Oh yeah, Wimbledon that's not what's
and
the
Roland Garros in France,
But see, I was thinking along the same line as Brian with that.
Yeah,
too.
there just isn't there isn't the facilities like this. This is an NBA arena size venue that's devoted to tennis. I mean, it's just it's that there's a reason.
There's others around though.
Yeah, but not enough to that's why I said maybe this is an annual thing that they come here.
Sure. Oh yeah. Well, I figured they're going to come back to specifically Arthur Ashe Stadium.
And think about this, and this is kind of cool, Brian. New York City. This is just a hot take of mine here. It's New York City. Vince seems to be back in the good graces, at least temporarily, with Madison Square Garden. Vince has always been there. Hammerstein Ballroom was always kind of an ECW thing. So where do you go? You create your own. You create your own kind of new annual event here at Arthur Ashe Stadium. I think this is pretty cool, and it makes some headlines to go get ESPN and Fox. Well, maybe not Fox, but it gets the others to cover it. It gets more than, you're getting some media coverage here, not beyond whoever is wrestling by, hey, it's a wrestling match in a tennis stadium.
All right, so on the board, I'm going to cut you off because Daniel Price specifically, he actually summoned me to say this. He said, SummerSlam in Wembley is the best open air pay-per-view ever. That's true. There was a fucking shit ton of people there at that one.
Nobody's questioning that.
Huge.
70,000 or some shit.
Yeah, this was only 21,000.
No, I know. This was. I'm saying I was just blown away. I'm with Kiera, and I think I'm with you too, Adam. I'm just blown away at the whole setup, the presentation.
Yeah.
I think it just that part of it was awesome.
And that's my segue, Brian, is talk about the presentation. The show starts. We got 5 graphics in the lower corner as the announcers are introing the show of the 5 things that are going to happen later on the night. 4 matches and a punk talk. And boom, we're right into it. American Dragon, Goofy Omega. We're going we're going right into as JR put it, the dream match. I will have to say this a little bit petty for me. I hate tagging anything as a dream match. When we didn't have, I guess it could be a dream because we could salivate for a while, but now that they were both on the same roster, we didn't have to wait at all.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, a dream match doesn't mean you have to like.
No, it means you have to want that. Your dream girl is the one you chase and chase
Yeah,
and chase.
this was a dream match. I mean, he was in fucking WWE for forever.
I get it, but like for an AEW dream match, for a wrestling dream match, okay, I guess you guys are right.
Yeah.
But for an AEW dream match, it's his fucking debut, man.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'm pretty sure for all wrestling or all wrestling time or wrestling fans, this is the dream match for a lot of fans.
Yeah.
Just to put that on there.
And Kira, I don't want to beat the dead horse and go to the end here. But I really love the drama they built at the beginning here, Brian. There's no delay in getting to the start of this match. Then when the bell rang, everybody got a chance to soak it in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was a cool spot. They weren't doing anything, which is kind of fucked when the match ends in a time limit draw. It's kind of fucked that's where it goes. But at them standing around, Kira, do you think it was bad because they could have had that extra minute?
You mean just like letting the crowd just take it all?
Oh yeah, they were just taking it all in. Those men, they were just staring in the corner. It was I thought it was great at the beginning.
Oh no,
but then when you get to the ending, knowing it's a time limit draw, you know, at least from a Daniel Bryan perspective, he's like, man, I should have not wasted that first minute on letting the crowd get into it.
I don't think he should regret that. I mean, that's an epic. That's like an all-time epic wrestling moment. I mean, remember Rock versus Hulk Hogan, icon versus icon. That in the very beginning of that match, they didn't start off right away.
Well, now, yeah, but WWE, in fairness, hasn't put the time limits in effect in forever.
True. But I mean, I think that's an important thing to have. I think that's an important thing to let settle in. Just having all that energy just settle in on that match because everyone's been anticipating this and it's finally happening. Hearing a chance right before they lock it up to start. I don't know. I thought it was good.
Brian, what's your take on it?
Well, not to mention too, just to kind of build off of what Kiera was saying, that this was, so they already shot Elevation beforehand, so the crowd was already kind of warmed up. Like, this wasn't just the first match for the crowd; they were already warm.
It wasn't a curtain.
Yeah.
Right. So I understand people getting not upset, but they're critical of being like, really, this is the first match. But I mean, I think it makes sense as far as just the whole, because they're there for 5 hours. They're shooting fucking 5 hours of wrestling tonight. So this is right in the middle of it. I think it's perfect. The match itself, I thought it was fucking. I mean, I don't think they missed a beat at all. I know, Adam, you were saying a little bit before we recorded that you thought some of the exchanges were a little, I don't know, you didn't say sloppy.
I thought they weren't as clean as they could be, and I say that as somebody who is a Bryan Danielson American Dragon fan because of how fucking good he is.
Mm-hmm.
And tonight, some of the exchanges didn't look so clean, and I am not trying to be a dick when I say this. The ones that I went back and watched, which was about 5 of them, it was Kenny's fault each time, in my opinion.
Okay.
With that said,
Kenny's gear is pretty sick, by the way.
yeah.
Yeah.
with that said, I thought there was too much, and I could be wrong, because Brian's always defending the Japanese style. But in the first 15 minutes of the match, I thought there was just way too many chops and kicks, and not enough of, again, back to Brian Danielson, what he does so well, which is kind of find a way to combine some excitement, some speed with mat wrestling. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
You know, like he's such a one of a kind. He kind of is. He's a top rope guy. He's a speed guy, and he's a mat guy. You know, those three things you don't see a lot together. And I felt like if this is supposed to be a dream match, why is half of it 15 minutes chops and kicks?
I mean, that's an American Dragon style match. We're so used to seeing Daniel Bryan matches and WWE style matches, but this is kind of a throwback, and I love it, man. Him just going right out there and just fucking going for more strikes and stuff and more physicality.
Yeah,
I think he's trying to set the tone overall as far as where he is in his career.
And Brian, the reason I have this timestamp here is because it did change for me at the 15-minute mark. That was around the time that we had the unfortunate commercial break that, oh, fuck you commercials. Because this was when he had the, oh shit, neck breaker, the suplex, and then he did the running ramp V-trigger. So we had some moves, we had some exchanges finally beyond just, I'm going to kick you in the corner and reverse the shit. And they go to commercial. And what I hated about this commercial, Kiera, is as you're going to commercial break, Kenny's like, fuck you, Brian. I'm just going to let the ref count to 10.
Yeah.
And then he goes outside to basically beat on him for the whole commercial so that he can come back in and do the same thing and sit there. Like, why didn't he just beat his ass through the commercial break? It's very petty.
Yeah.
But it is pretty petty.
It is, but it killed the flow for me along with the commercial break. I would have rather him taking him to the outside, beating that ass, then come back in and sat and gone, go ahead, you can count now. Instead of part count, because they didn't even get to like 3 or 4.
Right. Maybe that was kind of a bad call. I don't know. It didn't flow.
It's a petty moment. I'm known for him.
Yeah.
And on the board, let's see. DP saying Excalibur lied about not missing a second. It was more like 3 minutes. I don't know. Let's see. What's wrong? Everyone stop being so petty.
No. Well, we're petty about the commercial breaks. Like,
no, I know. I'm just fucking with
you know, and I've gone back and forth. I know this is a little off topic, but Kiera was asking, you know, like, oh, is this? It's like a free pay-per-view. I like that I like that it's a free pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I can't get, and this is why I go back to the streaming service. If this was shown on their own shit, then you wouldn't have to worry about these fucking commercials. They would be 100% in control. Brian, I don't watch any Dark or Elevation. Are there commercial breaks there?
Well, I mean, it's YouTube, so no.
Exactly.
I mean, it's like YouTube has like their own like commercials, you know, if you're playing something automatically.
Yeah, they have them at the beginning. I know what you're talking about there, but like if you were in the middle of this match, they don't go to commercial.
No, they don't do picture in picture. No.
Yeah, well, and I get that too. I'm just saying, like, it just feels a little off. So we go to a time limit, which is the 4th time in AEW history we go to time limit. The first was Cody and Darby at Fyter Fest. The second was Mox and Pac on a night of Dynamite. And the third was Jericho and Jungle Boy in a 10-minute match that went to draw. So this is the 4th one. Kara, I'll start with you. Is this a cop-out ending?
Wait, I got distracted. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Rob came in.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm muting her mic.
Okay.
Oh, what?
You're muting her mic?
Unmuting her mic.
Oh,
She's been talking with
I've been
levels
talking the
on
whole time.
Yeah, you're good. Go ahead. Do your show.
Yeah.
All right. So to me, this was just I think a cop-out ending. I mean, I want to know what you think, because I think that this you had enough other options here.
What, the time limit draw?
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Were you talking to me or Kiara?
I'm
Oh,
talking
you're
to
talking about-
Kiara
oh,
first,
the-
but I'll
the-
get to you.
okay.
I might as
Yeah.
well talk to you. She's not listening.
I'm
Rob walked in, so she can't focus. So
I'm
go
good.
ahead.
I'm good. I'm good. You're talking about
You want to talk
Omega.
about love, though? Your husband
You're ta-
walks in and you can't even focus. That's
You're-
love.
You're talking about okay. You're talking about with Omega and
So Brian, what do you got?
Kiara, he's talking about the Omega and Danielson finish.
I'm
Yeah,
giving it to you
okay.
3 times. I've set
I'm
you up.
sorry. I'm
Like,
sorry.
Yeah, you
Okay.
struck out.
Yeah, for me, I didn't necessarily like that ending. It's very, I think it can be very cliche. It's just an easy way to like finish a match, and I think that's lazy. That's lazy writing. That's just my opinion. I'm not trying to like bash on the ending, but I didn't like that ending at all. I didn't hate it, but I really thought that they could have done a better ending than that.
Well, like what?
That
He-
I
here-
just think
Here's why when you say like what, and I want to pose this, and I want to jump ahead, but the main event had to do the opposite. So the main event did the DQ.
yeah.
So you got 2 debuts in the American Dragon and Ruby Soho. You have 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
2 debuts that are going for championships in their debut. Like kind of.
Yeah.
Ruby fought Jamie Hayter. Sorry. Stike, you don't have to correct me on that one. Ruby fought Jamie Hayter. I remember that. So, but you got her basically big match debut. She's going right after the title, and Bryan Danielson right after the title.
Unless
So you don't want to pin either clean, and you choose the screw job in the main event with the women. So here you're like, well, let's go time limit draw. Like, that's why I feel like it's a cop-out, Brian. Like, this should have seen an end.
Well, it's not. It's not for the title. Did you say it was? It's not. It wasn't for the title.
It wasn't?
It's not-
wasn't for the title. Wasn't for the title.
It wasn't for the title?
No, sir.
For
That's why
Omega
it
and
wasn't,
Dan-
that's why it wasn't the main event.
God, even I knew that.
I didn't realize it wasn't for the title. I would have cared a lot less.
Unless, okay, I get what Adam's saying. Unless it's for some huge or unless it's for some major story changing event, you shouldn't use the count out method unless it's like unless something really huge
So-
is gonna happen.
My thought on the major story-changing event you're talking about here is that we're going to get an 8-man tag match. Because, of course, as soon as the time limit happens, here come the Bucks with fucking Cole.
Yeah.
And everyone's
so we
just
can
swarming
have
down.
a shitty brawl.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I'm over
and then
that.
Here
Yeah.
comes Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus and Christian. We haven't had the 8-man tag match booked yet, so we're definitely going to get it now. I know that that's just me kind of being whatever, but like the Bucks are you said yourself, Brian. It's 5 fucking hours of wrestling. How many people had to come out twice here? The Bucks had to come out because in their mind it's 2 different shows.
What?
Okay.
No. They're having their match fucking for Rampage, bro.
Right. So they had to come out on Dynamite.
Yeah. So that's only once, and then they come out later. That's once on each show.
It's once.
twice.
It's 2 times on the fucking show that everybody's sitting in the crowd on, you asshole. Stop splitting
Oh,
hairs.
so
with
you're
me.
fighting for the live audience? No, no, come on. What are you talking about? It's once. They're not wrestling tonight. They just showed up to support their boy. I don't see a problem with it.
They showed up to have a
Yeah.
brawl after the match, just like Punk
Yeah.
had to talk about a table not breaking for 20 minutes next.
Yeah. You have to fucking give it to the people. You wanted to fucking. That's what people they wanted. They wanted to hear Punk, man.
Oh, Daniel Price.
Now-
I like his. Can I?
Go ahead.
Daniel Price says that Bryan and Omega could have fought to the back and gotten counted out, and it would have been better than that. I
There you
agree with
go.
that. That would have been
Double
great.
count out, Brian.
I would have loved that.
A double count out would have worked.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No, I have no
and
issue
then
with that.
Rocky's
Double count out
saying
could
is Rampage live Friday or taping tonight? It's taping tonight. They're not there for 48 hours. So that's the other thing why I was so critical about them going head to head on Friday night when I thought they were. Thankfully, they're going behind because you can't do a taped against SmackDown live and expect anything. Like people are gonna know and they'll just watch it later. It's not.
You don't
want to
lose that, Ewan.
Dana Price says, "Thank you, Kiera."
Got you. I got you, bro.
So anyway, I think this match wasn't terrible, Brian. And if it's one of those that we're gonna go,
you're crazy.
Where we can build on it, maybe to something better, where they're cleaner, where they'll tell a better story. Tonight was just it was strong style, no selling, and with a shitty ending.
You're talking about that match.
Yeah.
I'm biting my tongue.
Okay.
I don't think that was that wasn't the case for the entire match. Not the entire match.
Not the entire match. The first 15 minutes. It was just, it really bugged. It really.
What did
Well-
they do? Fucking have like thumb wrestle or something? Oh no, I'm sorry. They did that. They did the first time.
Well, like Brian made a good point. He said, you know, if you're not used to seeing, Daniel Bryan said, Brian.
This is America,
Brian
God damn it.
If you're not used to seeing him wrestle like that, you know, from back in the day, then you're not. I guess you're not gonna be. I don't know. I guess you're not gonna like it or be entertained by that style of wrestling because it's not his first time wrestling like that. I'm talking.
Suck it to me.
I was just piggybacking off what you said, Brian. I was trying to have you back, man, because Adam's not seeing that. So.
Yeah, he doesn't ever see the right way.
Brian, what did you think about Punk's promo next? Here, doing the same thing the Bucks are doing. He's going to be on Rampage, but they want him for the. This you can't convince me isn't 100% for the TV audience.
Well, what? You talking about the? No, the promo? No, it's definitely for the fucking live audience too. What are you talking about? They get to see CM Punk cut a promo. Now, obviously, they get to watch him wrestle later on in the evening, which he actually already wrestled, by the way.
They get to watch. They get to watch CM Punk cut a promo because we haven't seen that for weeks.
Right. But he's gonna.
Oh my
but
God.
since
So
this
you
is
wouldn't
all
care if
taped.
you were in the live.
Wait, no, but this is all taped, Rob. Here's what's so
wouldn't be
fucked up:
stoked
is
about it.
he's going to wrestle in an hour, but he's coming out to talk now because the next his match is airing on Friday, so he has to be on the bullshit just like the Bucks were.
Of course he does.
I
He's
don't
a
know, man.
star.
He didn't
He
say
needs to be
anything
on
profound. He didn't say anything profound. This is one of the things that I hated about WWE is when somebody like Paul Heyman with Brock Lesnar at that fucking end was so stale. He would come out and say the same fucking thing week after week with no wrestling. Half the time Brock wasn't even standing
They're
next to him.
trying to story
Now
tell.
Punk has basically cut the same promo he did last week when this match was official.
They're trying to build a storyline up, Adam. They're trying to.
Or sorry, 2 weeks ago, because last week he got attacked at the announce
Yeah.
table.
Plus, he's like putting Hobbs up too. He's talking about Hobbs, and like Kiara said, all he's doing is just like
Man.
pushing the angle. That's all.
You know what? You know what? When I first heard the rumor that Punk might show up and be part of AEW, I was fucking thrilled. And in the back of my head, I was like, man, you know what'd be so cool if Punk showed up and he had like 3 promos and then had a match and then had like fucking 12 promos and then had like a inconsequential match. Like that's what I want Punk to do. That totally got me in the vibe.
Okay, since Rob has chimed in, I'm gonna go to him for a second because I don't think he realizes this. Somebody on Twitter put up the timeline, and Brian Kerr, just for fairness, I don't know if it's 100% accurate, but what they put on the timeline for CM Punk, it matched square for square, dollar to dollar, of what they did with Sting. Rob. He showed up. He gets a match. He gets a promo. He gets a promo. He goes on commentary.
Yeah.
This is exactly the same. And guess what else is the same? Team Taz is right there after the first opening. You know, after he comes in, now he's fucking with Team Taz. This is it's oddly reminiscent.
He's been fucking with Team Taz since like. I mean, we'll see for a few weeks now.
Are you justifying that?
No, I'm saying so was Sting. They're doing the exact same thing. Everything is the same. How many promos before a match? How many matches versus promos? And the reason I got Rob involved in this is because Rob was all excited for Sting at first too.
Yeah.
Then he was like, "Is he gonna wrestle? Not gonna work anymore?"
Not gonna do anything.
I mean, and they're promoting everything. Oh, it's his first television match now in 7 years. It's his first Dynamite appearance in 7 years. It's his first, like, we get it. Just
Too many labels.
Can you start
Too many labels
booking
now.
him like a normal person again, please?
Can we have a feud?
Yeah.
A feud
Yes.
with a match.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Now, I miss
That
you
would be
guys.
nice.
I'm glad to be back. So great to be back. I'm
Soji
Punk.
said he's gonna need time. Yeah, well, just tell the fucking story then. He
Yeah.
doesn't have to be like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I love cult of personality too, but eventually you got to have substance behind it.
Which is, by the way, Brian, Karen, I noticed that now. I feel like there isn't a pop until Corey Glover starts singing now for Punk. Like, they wait. Normally, that pop was instantaneous the first 2 weeks.
Right.
Now they wait until Corey goes, "Look into my eyes." Then everybody goes crazy.
When
They
he
love
comes
singing,
out.
man. The AEW crowds love to sing. Look at Jericho's fucking.
Oh, yeah.
theme song.
Yeah.
Wednesday night karaoke.
I love
and
that, though.
counseling.
I
Dude,
love that about
that's
the
the
AEW
new
crowd.
idea, Rob. You
But-
can do karaoke and counseling sessions together.
Right. But gimmicks only last so long. And the nostalgia of the pop and the theme song and all that, it only lasts so long till true fans, which I think we all are, go, okay,
What
how
else
about
you got?
fucking something behind it, please?
Maybe.
I can't argue that.
No, not maybe. Yeah.
Bottom line, the crowd was into this match. I'm sure the AEW faithful loved it like a Trump rally. We're going to move on to the next part.
Damn price.
We have Brian Pillman Jr. against MJF, which, Brian, I know you do. You disagree with me
What?
here, but this to me was match of the night.
Well, I mean, I don't disagree with. Well, no, that's true. I do disagree.
This
But
This was
than
the-
my match of the night. I think this was the match of the night too.
Yeah. This was the best story match told. You had MJF doing what he does. You had Pillman having his shine. It was a textbook match. It was a rub for Pillman to be in this position. He got what was it? He got kind of distracted at the end to kind of lead to it with the whole Julia Hart stuff. So he did what a good face should. He comes and tries to save his woman, and it cost him the match.
I fucking love this match.
So you even saved him with the ending there. You saved what you've done push-wise for Pillman by having that end.
It was great storytelling. Besides that, the wrestling, for me, the wrestling was very traditional, and I fucking appreciate additional traditional style wrestling. I mean, seeing Brian, this was
And
my
not
first
that
time.
Japan stuff.
This was my first time seeing Brian Pillman Jr. wrestle tonight, and to see him hit the ropes like he did, that touched my heart in so many ways. I was like, I just love seeing the both of them work together. Great chemistry. I love like all the movesets. It was
What
It was
are
pleasing
you
to me.
talking about, DP?
what
He says, poor Pillman, MLW never jobbed him out this badly. Now's the time I boo the Jew. Boo Adam, boo.
Uh-huh.
no, DP. I
What
don't
do
think
you
it was
mean
like
jobbed him
that.
out? They protected him in the finish by
They did.
having him come to the aid
Yeah.
of Julia Hart.
No, DP.
only
They
to get
protected him.
screwed back.
They,
I disagree. DP,
I don't think he got
we normally
squashed.
are on the same
No,
page. What's up, bud?
I don't think that was a squash.
What's going on, Tony Lopez? He says Sting still got it. Tony, we'll get to that match. Don't worry. Pillman needs to needs a smack to unleash crazy wild Pillman.
I'm sorry. Am I?
Wait, to Tony's point here, this could save it and make it even kind of better. If this is what vaults Pillman to the next level of his character, then that's why I think the story was told here.
Am I alone in thinking that Brian Pillman Jr. is not that good on any aspect of wrestling?
What?
Wow.
What the fuck?
I don't think he's good on promos. I don't think he's good on storytelling. I don't think he's necessarily great in the ring.
I don't think he's amazing at
Sorry.
promos, but I don't think he's bad.
Here, you were like, yeah.
No, I never agreed with you. I thought.
Oh
he
my
was,
God.
I thought he
And
was.
I had nothing wrong with his
A
wrestling.
little goes the
that-
wrong way.
the whole thing he had with MJF the previous week, I thought was tragically bad, like really horrible. Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry. Sorry.
Trolling us right now.
Sorry. No, I'm sorry.
He's joshing.
I'm sorry. He has the name, and I think everybody's fucking coming all over themselves because he's Brian Pillman Jr.
That's not my review.
Which is funny to
Coming
me.
all over himself because his uncle is got a new tournament dedicated to him, and he's probably going to win it.
That's not how I look at any second or third generation wrestler.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to see how a wrestler can work, especially someone like Brian Pillman Jr.
Yeah.
Someone like Randy Orton, who came into the industry.
I felt like his promos is like, you better stop yelling at me,
We're talking about his wrestling.
I'll go
talking
and
about his wrestling.
The match psychology. He
Yeah.
does need a talker.
This match was great tonight, and
promo
you need to watch it.
It's not
not
just
great
it's
right
not just about the match though.
You didn't see the match tonight, though.
It's not just about the
no,
match.
no, you need to
It's
watch
not
it
just about the wrestling.
because it could change your point of
It's
view.
not just about the wrestling. If it was just about the wrestling, then a lot of people in WWE we would love. It's not just about the wrestling. It's about he
And
sucks
that's
as
what
a
we're
character.
trying to tell you.
He sucks as a character.
I think he told the story in the match. That's where we got the connection from. That's
Right.
why I like.
Well, I didn't see tonight, but I thought he sucked previously.
Yeah, you
so.
should watch it. You should go
Fair
watch it.
Yeah,
All
bro.
I don't want to spend too much time on this. I did like this one. I really want to go crazy on the next match.
I want to know why Stikelether thinks he hopes Pillman Jr. will win the Owen tournament. Why? Because he's Pillman?
Yeah,
Because that's his
Because he's
opinion.
Pillman?
they want everybody wants that for nostalgia. Oh, he's the only one in AEW that is remotely connected.
Can I
Oh,
just say
that's
this?
why they want it.
I'm just going to say this, and I'll let you have your show. I just say this. The fucking nostalgia card is being played the fuck out. It is seriously being played the fuck out in AEW. I get it. We all died for better wrestling. We all wanted better wrestling. We all wanted to see the stars that we wanted to see. But there's a point when you go, oh, look at this old person and their kid, and this old person and their kid, and this old storyline, and this old way of doing things. And it's like, oh, nostalgia. And then you go, oh, wait, that nostalgia kind of sucks.
Well,
Yeah.
what wasn't nostalgia was the next thing. It was brand spanking new as Cody Rhodes makes his return dressed as the Homelander, Rob. That's a modern pop culture reference for you here.
I did notice that racism was over tonight. So.
Yeah. He comes out as the fucking Homelander. No wonder. And in Malachi Black, every time he struck Cody, fans are cheering. Every time Cody tried to do anything, fans are booing.
Yeah.
The fans have spoken, Cody. You suck at booking yourself in a way that makes anyone care. And now that we have all this other talent, you are not even in the top 10 of give a fucks to your audience there. You can try and embrace your inner Jeff Jarrett and TNA and hate fuck the crowd now that they already hate you. You can see if it'll work, Cody. It's not going to work. And that tattoo and the matching boots to do the Homelander thing.
I'm
Oh,
picturing him beating off on the top of Jacksonville Jaguar Stadium.
yeah. That was the deep cut, Rob. You'll see that on Rhodes on top. So just this whole thing. And what's sickened me more is that, yes, Malachi Black won. That's cool. But this isn't over. Cody will still win this feud. The whole Arn thing he's going to say distracted him. Everybody booing him. They're going to turn him heel because they don't believe in him. And now that Malachi's face, Cody's going to win in the end. Like a fucking 80s movie. And
You're the best.
Rob needs to take a moment maybe, and while Brian and Kiera jump in here, but Rob may need to go back and watch the inadvertent bump that Arn gave himself.
Wait, he took a bump or he took a bump?
He fell off the ring apron before he could be hit off.
Oh, no.
Like he was going to get in position and just fell.
DP
Then the camera cuts away. Randy helps him up. Cody just walks around the ring like, I don't know what to do. Then Arn finally gets himself back into position so that Malachi can duck and Cody hits Arn off there to start the rift of Cody and Arn.
DP
This
says
whole thing was shit, man.
DP
This
says,
I feel bad for Malachi.
Arn fell off the apron. Nostalgia that. Daniel Price said that.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny, man.
He had life alert, though. You see how quick Brandy was there?
Yeah.
You could see Cody kind of checking on him too when he was in the ring.
I mean, I hate to criticize it badly. But
Yeah, I saw that. I noticed that. Well, besides that, Brandy, she looks great. Brand new mom. She looks
great.
She looks
Yeah.
awesome. Let's give her that. Let's give her that credit.
Yeah.
She looks awesome. She does.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's give the credit to all
we're
the
clapping.
AEW faithful there for booing Cody tonight. Thank you. That was probably my marked out moment.
They gotta make him heel. Just turn him heel. He's like a natural heel.
Yeah.
He's a natural heel because everybody hates the way he books himself.
So just make him heel, or just keep doing what they're doing, but just like
Wasn't that the thing we always said about his daddy? His daddy could
His
book
daddy.
anybody but himself. That's Cody's problem.
Yeah.
Like father, like son, at least in that regard.
The best.
By the way, also, I don't know if anyone paid attention to all this, but Malachi Black blinded him in the end.
Yeah.
And that's why Cody then attacked the ref. So this could all just still be nothing. Like, even in the announcers made a point to say this isn't over.
Was Rosario Dawson there?
No,
Oh, well then fuck it.
no, we got Mom Brandy instead.
Then I'm over.
Oh, I don't say it's like a bad thing.
Cody looked wounded
Right.
when he got booed. DP says, yeah, there was a couple times. He definitely, I think you noticed it when he kind of turned to the crowd like, wait, you guys are booing me?
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
like,
and
"What the fuck?"
it was almost like Bray Wyatt, felt like fiendish, if you will. Don't you think, Brian? Like,
I knew that. I knew it was gonna happen.
fiendish.
you remember when everybody started cheering for him and he was not supposed to be the guy cheering?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a good point about Malachi. I mean, yeah, I could see that. I mean, he already kind of is like. I mean, that's his thing. He's like the anti-hero.
Yeah, and he came out dark as fuck. I told you his entrance looks like a
It's
snuff
sick.
video.
I fucking love it.
Yeah, dude, it's so good. Again, please, marked out wrestling fans, don't take anything away from Malachi Black here. I love him. I just hate anything that has to do with Cody. What is it on the board there? It says, my 4-year-old daughter thought Cody's neck tattoo was drawn on by marker. That's from Stipe. It looks like one of those fake like temporary tattoos you get. You go to a party as the douchebag at the party,
So horrible.
and then you go home and you wash it off, and you're no longer a douchebag the next day.
God, it's kind of grown on me actually. I'm like used to it now. See,
Really? Really,
like,
dude?
if I don't see Cody if I see him without it, I'm like, who's that weirdo? That's not.
Yeah, if you see him without it, like it's an option, really? Like it's
Well,
an
like,
option.
If I see if I go back and watch an old tattoo, is what I mean.
What?
Like before he had the cool tattoo.
It's not a cool tattoo.
It's pretty cool.
No, it's
I
not.
like the tattoo.
It's not
I like
cool.
that neck
no, it's
tattoo.
not cool.
It looks
If
badass.
I came home with that tattoo, you would go, babe, what the fuck were you thinking?
Yeah. That's not even cool if it was on his cap or
No.
something. DP says there wasn't even anything on Cody's eyes. Love that camera work. Yeah, if the announcers weren't trying to sell that DP, then I would have had no fucking clue.
Yeah.
And Tony says Malachi should get the Children of the Corn entrance.
Ooh.
Malik,
What does that
I
mean?
don't know what that
With,
means.
like,
What does that
the
mean?
kids? I never actually watched any of those movies.
Really? That's
Me neither.
horrible.
Me
They're,
neither.
They're great movies.
Me neither.
well, we don't have time to discuss how these two let us down with movies.
That's true.
FTR, Sting and Darby. This match was a lot of fun because of the crowd. The crowd was very much into this. I thought, and Rob will hate all of this, by the way.
Yep.
I thought that all the spots, Brian, weren't forced. They were natural for the progression of a tag match. You got your hot tag. The guy's going to attack on the
Sure.
outside. He's going to
Classic tag
prevent the
match,
not pin. Like, the one that felt a little forced was the coffin drop, and FTR reversed it, which was awesome.
Yeah.
So-
again, it would have been nice to see FTR go over on this one.
I agree, but
But
that's
I kinda
not what
get-
AEW
again,
does.
This was like, I feel like this is like a feel good show, especially with the first match being the double draw, double DQ or whatever you want to
Oh
call
yeah, a feel good
No
show
way.
when your leader comes out as the Homelander.
it. Yeah. So them winning and seeing Sting and Darby stand tall, I get it. It was fine. It would have been cool for FTR, but it's okay.
Yeah, you
still
don't
fun
know
match.
about the boys, but the Homelander is like the biggest fuck on the planet, and he's like Superman level powers.
If Superman was like a perverted fucking like
Oh yeah, and he's
piece of
perverted.
shit. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's not forget he's also a sexual deviant.
A murderous piece of shit. Yeah.
So how did FTR's ripoff of New Day's NWO ripoff with the gear?
Oh,
Yeah. I caught that, Daniel Price. It didn't bug me that much.
no, I noticed that, but it's FTR. I don't mind it.
Dyke might be right. He says Corny's gonna pop a blood vessel for FTR jobbing out to Darby.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Like Mussolini.
Yeah.
But I
I
enjoyed
think
I
they
enjoyed
can
this
get
match.
the rocket ship off Darby.
I
already.
did not I liked this match. It was good momentum, and for me, I thought Sting looked pretty good.
Darby's gonna beat Sting. That's
So
how
that's
far.
all I
this
gotta
is
say
going.
about that.
All right, so we already talked a little bit about the main event, and it ended in a screw job. Kara hasn't watched as much as recently as she could, but she says from early days that she thought Britt got a lot better. I definitely
Yeah.
think Britt has. I still think Ruby kind of carried a lot of this match,
Oh, definitely, but
and we get the
She
screw
was
job
alone.
ending.
Britt's her execution with her moves, they've improved significantly. I think she's carrying herself well now in the ring.
But wasn't that a predictable? I mean, it was like Ruby, big signing, right? Going in against Britt, big champion, big moment. Yeah, of course it's going to be a screw job. I mean, who thought anything
Right.
different, right?
Well, I mean, you got Rebel, you got Hater there, but what I just don't like about it, Rob, is this feud should have played out longer. Them debuting anyone as the Joker, anyone who wins these casino royales with these title shots, why they have to be done in the next week or two is beyond me. Because you could build a feud here that we might care about.
My problem is that I think one of the most tried and true formulas for professional wrestling is the chasing babyface, right? The babyface that chases months
Didn't chase shit.
and months and months and months and finally gets there and either wins or tragically loses, right? This that moment. And AEW is so great at having their baby faces have no chase. Like, oh, you debuted, we signed you to a contract. Guess what? You got a match in 2 weeks. You got a match in 2 weeks. You got a match in 2 weeks. And we're not going to build the baby face at all. Ruby, there is no other baby face in the company that I can think of that I give a shit about. Ruby was the first baby face moment that I can remember. And what'd you do? You were like, hey, she's here. Loser.
Daniel Price says one of AEW's big problems, Rob, he says this hot shot booking. Yeah, you could have had, there's a lot of good people on here right now. I would have loved to see Ruby maybe in a program to come in against Thunder Rosa instead of white hot fucking Britt Baker.
Oh,
Yeah, but
yeah.
again, this was just the Joker thing. She won the battle royal, and this was her.
So don't
just
put her
first
there.
shot at the championship.
Don't put her
Obviously,
there.
We knew she wasn't really going to win it.
Don't put her there. Put Jade there.
No,
Have
why?
Jade
It's
win.
okay. She
Jade-
didn't lose the match. It was still a good, still a good showing.
No.
You finally have some depth in your women's division.
No,
Why would you have the debut go against the white hot champ?
You let Ruby fight Jade first. Let Ruby build herself through Jade. Build her through fucking this person.
Thunder
And-
Rosa.
and
there's
as-
a lot of people.
As Ruby is building herself through these other names,
Statlander.
you let fucking Britt defend against lower names. So then they meet in the middle and you have a fucking grand match. I mean, this is not rocket science. I'm not a wrestling booker, and what I just said is so much more intelligent and great than anything they're doing.
Yeah. Soji says when Britt was legitimately injured, she put in the work to get better. She did. I also think having husband that's the same size as you makes it easy.
Well,
he's
stop
pretty
it.
decent
Stop
in the
it.
ring.
Stop. Check
No,
it.
that's a compliment on him.
No,
They can work together. He's really good.
Shut up. Stop it. Check the tape. Check the tape. We all hated Britt when she first started.
Yes, we
and
did.
we have
Oh,
all.
we did.
Well, okay. Shut up, Mark. We've all
Well, Brian,
No.
you didn't hate anyone.
evolved.
Fair. Ryan just kissed everyone's ass.
Yeah, we've all evolved to Brit fans.
You liked Rio. Oh, sorry, Riho.
Riho, is that the skinny one that dated Kenny? Because that's the one he liked.
Yeah,
Riho,
the first champ.
Riha,
The inaugural champ.
combo number 7.
I love Rose, stop eating
Marlo
yourself.
number 5.
Rose, lick your vagina. Look at Rose.
Do you guys like dark and dark elevation? What's dark, Brian? That's from Tony.
Excuse me. Yes, I like the new setup. The fucking whole thing is great. Although it doesn't really look like there's that many fans. Like it looks like there's probably
It's because it's so dark.
no.
Oh,
it was like that
People
Kalisto
like-
Ryback
I
match.
know
Nobody was
it's
in the
pandemic
fence.
time and it's fucking weird or whatever.
How do you
but,
elevate
when
dark?
you think about TNA and like their like the impact
Rise
zones or
and
whatever,
Gray.
I don't know, a couple hundred. But here there's like maybe, I don't know, 50, 75 people probably.
All right. So
I'm being petty right now.
Daniel Price says we
You're
could have
always
had
petty.
Rose. We could have had Rosa and Ruby, and their feet could have simultaneously hit the floor. Yeah, and then they could have. No, but Rob, to your point, we could have drug it out. Like, hey, who's the winner? We don't know. So Britt's like, I don't give a fuck. Britt could have walked around like, you guys hurry up and figure it out. I don't care. I'll beat your ass either way. And they could have been fighting over there. It could have been a nice story of the whole thing.
No. The biggest miss is Rosa should have lost that, but not without having somebody that she likes coming in at her aid and making her a mega heel in that moment against the new debut of the mega face Ruby. And that way you get a good, strong Ruby-Rosa feud, and you don't have to jump her right to fucking Britt, right?
Yeah.
Britt is on top of the fucking world.
The worst thing they could ever do is take that belt off her right now. So that's why you need it just doesn't make sense. And Soji said he wants Jade to face a worthy face. See if she's really good. Our match that we saw last week against Layla Hirsch was good.
She
Yeah,
can
it was.
face my face. Hey. Sorry, babe.
Shut the fuck
Sorry,
up.
babe. Sorry.
Not only did he cut her off, he also cut himself off there. So. So what's next? What's missing? Where do we go from here? I finally have gotten my point across to Kira, and I want her to add to it because I've been talking so much. But I go back to storylines can be driven very simply, very easily through kayfabe if you have an authority type figure, a GM, a booker, whatever, that comes out, and when shit goes haywire, they make the call.
Yeah, you talked about this a week ago, and I really didn't. I wasn't trying to see where you were coming from, but I definitely understand what you're saying now. Storytelling and kayfabe, I mean, just staying in character plays a big role. I do see where you're coming from with the whole authority figure with AEW, because right now it seems like it does seem like at times things are in a scramble, and there's no type of order or
Somebody could
organization.
have come out and restarted the Omega and Bryan Danielson match. Say, no, we need to keep going.
Where's the order at? Like we need a little bit of order. I get that you guys are like still fresh on the scene, but
No, that excuse is gone, right?
yeah, I mean, it's been 2 years now.
Well, not to Bryan. I mean, every time we put a counterpoint to Bryan on the ratings and why, Bryan goes, well, they don't have that audience, they're not, they haven't.
I think Kira agrees with me. Remember
Brian.
when we were in Marine Corps boot camp, you had like the first 3 weeks. First 3 weeks, you could say, "Oh, I didn't know." After that, motherfucker, you knew.
Yeah.
So if you fucked up, guess what? It's on you. At this point, you know.
That's true.
Like, so if you close your show like JR a year and a half into the product and say, the WWE champion, that's on you, JR,
Well, he's old,
Oh, see,
I mean,
it's like Monday with your Ric Flair pass. You can't. What? Am I the only one with any integrity that stays consistent here?
can I clarify something real quick?
Look, you killed Bryan.
without getting back into it.
Check the tape. We don't have to get back into it.
No, without getting back into it, I do want to clarify something real quick that I was wrong about.
Uh-huh.
I didn't realize. So Kiara was like, "No, babe, you're wrong about this." I didn't realize that it was that he grabbed her hand and put it on the dick.
Yeah.
I missed that. That's a crucial piece of evidence that I missed.
Yeah.
So a lot of what I said, we can rewrite that. But I did not realize that was part of it. I thought it was just look at this. I didn't know it was like look at this and touch it. So I'm gonna. Yeah. So
Yeah, he was swinging the helicopter blades close to the.
I didn't know. I didn't know he was going for grounding.
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to be suspended actually from our top.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So you 20 motherfuckers can't watch me. Sorry.
So and where do we go from here? Also, we got 4 matches, which is weird booking, I guess, because of the tape, Brian. Because we got Punk and Hobbs, we have 2 tag matches, and we have a trio match.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
Yes.
That's a lot of the same. Kingston and Mox versus Archer and Suzuki.
Yeah.
Jungle. What do you call them? Jungle Express.
Jangle Express. Yes. Jungle Express.
The Jangle Express with Christian against the Super Click sub party under Elite.
Oh my God.
Then we got Moy versus Inner Circle.
Who?
Oh, sorry, Men of Year.
Muy bueno.
I call him Moy.
I
Stop.
see.
And their fake Vince character, Dan Lambert, to come out with them.
Fake Vince.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Kind of don't care if I miss Rampage. Got to be honest.
What about? Come on, man. What about Punk? You're gonna see a Punk match.
Against Powerhouse Hobbs. Yeah,
Say Powerhouse Hobbs again.
that makes my dick wet.
Powerhouse Hobbs. For me first.
Yeah. Is he gonna fight Horsepower Calvin first?
Horsepower. Oh my God. What? Wait, what
I think we're all looking forward to night 2, though.
Horsepower what?
Horsepower Calvin.
Horsepower Calvin. Wait, what was the name of the guy? I always forget it, and you always remind me. What's the name of the guy that Rob went to the wrestling show with?
Cougar J.
Cougar J.
Cougar J.
Rob left, but of course Romby knows everything, so Romby could have
Romby's
answered
here.
that.
Hey, Romby.
Here at the end of the show, we're gonna bring Romby back. Maybe you two will play along a little better. Romby doesn't like to be talked back to. Let's just remember the rules. But he does like to be asked questions.
Hello, Brian.
You said Rami doesn't like to talk
Romby,
back.
How are you, Romby?
I
He
am
didn't like us
wonderful.
talking back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. I'm wonderful. Thank you.
So, Romby, I need you to pick the winners of the 4 matches on Friday.
The 4 matches on Friday.
Ready?
I don't know.
That's the good start.
Was Brian sucking AEW's bunghole tonight?
Yeah, I mean, he this is a big event. He can't say no.
Sorry, Brian.
Wait here. I'm sending you guys the clip, Rob.
Oh wait,
Fine,
Rob.
so you-
My name is Romby. My name is not Rob. It's Romby.
I have the question of the year for Romby.
Yes.
Which is greater,
Mm.
Brian Dick riding AEW
Mm.
or Matt Cardona screwing over creators?
Which is
Wow. Even for Romby, who is an interdimensional dickhead, that's kind of fucked up, bro. I don't think I can answer that one.
I agree, Romby.
Yes, I'm not that much of a dickhead.
Yeah. Thanks.
Sorry.
I
Sorry.
thought I stumped him there. Okay, so
No, you stuck my morals.
so who is winning in the CM Punk Calvin and Hobbs match?
CM Punk will come out, cut a massive promo for the 35 people that are still cheering that he showed up tonight, and then fade to black. Sting comes out, no decision, end of situation.
Okay.
I actually have a question. It's not so much about AEW though, but
Yes.
wrestling in general.
Yes.
Hey, Romby, will Braun Breaker ever be called like a Steiner in NXT?
Ooh.
Well,
You know he's little Papa Pump. Or
Yeah.
little Son Pump.
Yeah.
Wait, who did he
He's
say?
His name is Braun
Big
Breaker.
Papa Pumps.
I'm looking into Romby's third brown eye, and I see the answer is no. No, because in a past life, Vince McMahon did cocaine and rubbed the brown eye of the Rick Steiner.
All right, let's get back on track, Romby.
No.
Brian and his drunk.
Romby's had much tequila tonight.
Kingston and Mox against Archer and Suzuki. Romby, do you know anything about any of these men?
Kingston and Mox versus who?
Archer and Suzuki.
Archer and Suzuki.
Yes, I said Suzuki, not Honda.
Is that a new brand of crossbow?
No.
No.
Honda.
Piston Honda. Yes, Piston Honda loses to the Great Hippo.
Okay, you heard that. Take that to the bank. What about the Super Click against the Jungle Express with Christian?
Did the Super Clit not win yet? I mean, how do you not win with the Super Clit?
He's got a point. And then the last one, Inner Circle against the Men of the Year. Which one's got a worse name?
Inner Circle versus what?
Exactly.
Man of the
Men
Year?
of the Year. It's what. So there's a guy named Scorpio Sky who is awesome, and he left his tag team to be a singles wrestler. And this other
wait.
left. And they,
Is this this stupid UFC thing
Yeah.
that they have going on?
yes.
It's dumb.
You don't like UFC, Romby?
No. I don't. I prefer fencing.
He likes his stuff pre-booked.
I like Marked Out Wrestling Podcast on Pornhub.com.
Which we are still there, but we want you to go to patreon.com so you can watch the Not So Extreme Rules pay-per-view with us this Sunday. I say Not So Extreme Rules because none of the matches are extreme. It's just the title. It's just the name. It don't matter.
Maybe they're just really like I said it on the board, but maybe they're just like enforcing the rules like a lot. Maybe that's what it is.
Well,
A lot. With the raised eyebrows.
Are we having a Pornhub conversation? I can get into this. What's going on?
No,
Pornhub?
no hub.
No.
No hub. We are talking about extreme rules, not like S&M. Right?
Oh, that hasn't happened yet, has
Yeah,
it?
BDSM.
I have a prediction. Romby has a prediction. No extreme rules will be used at the pay-per-view. Extreme rules.
I concur with that prediction.
I don't even know what that means. 'Cause I
Exactly.
thought I already said it.
Exactly.
What does Romby think of Patreon?
Patreon. My only place that I love to go on Patreon is patreon.com/MOWP.
Romby's drunk. He
I-
said .carm.
I really only want to watch it with the CM Punk match from the previous pay-per-view, if that is currently up. Is it up, Brian?
Yeah, it's uploading right now, Romby.
It's
Actually.
uploading now. Oh my God! Right now, boy, hey,
That's fictitious.
Romby has to tell everyone listening right now. Very important.
What?
If that clip is truly uploading, you need to right now go to patreon.com/MOWP and you need to sign up for whatever fucking pay scale it is to watch that video as you watch Adam watch the debut of CM Punk, and he literally watches about 3 seconds of the whole fucking match and then comes on and criticizes it later.
What,
Go watch that
how
shit.
bad Rob is with his assumptions and guesswork that he's just so
Check
wrong.
the tape,
What you're
motherfucker.
gonna watch
Check
is you're
the
watching,
tape.
staring at my phone, watching the match while I have
No.
it on a small screen.
Liar.
I'm watching
You're-
it the whole time.
You're a liar.
Another thing going
You're a
on.
No,
liar.
you weren't.
Not
No, you
until
weren't.
now.
On the
Not
phone.
until now have
You
you.
said it on Monday.
No, you didn't.
I
You're
said it
a
on Monday.
lying
You
liar.
up to hang yourself. I was waiting to return.
Wow, you're a liar.
You could be
We
wrong
have
yet again.
the tape. We can check the tape on
And you're
Patreon.com.
watching it on my phone, and that's why
You were watching it on your phone. You were watching it on your
I was
phone.
watching it on my phone in the second half. of the
What
stream.
were you
I had a-
watching? What were you watching on? What
What was I watching on the same illegal stream that he tweeted us? I don't fucking know
You
what
are
I was.
watching it.
Oh my God.
He's lying. He's lying.
A, B, C, Q, F, C.
Until this moment, he was laughing about it, and now he's like, no, no.
That is a new part of the story that you just added.
Yeah, you
Like,
just added it.
You are
None of us have heard this. No, no, no.
Check the tape.
None of us
If you
have
want
heard
to
it.
go to the tape. I
None
said
of
on
this-
Monday
no.
that I was watching it on my phone.
We didn't talk about it Monday.
Okay.
No, you're wrong.
Okay.
Check the
I
tape.
feel good.
MOWP.com, MOWP.
I'm so
Adam,
weak right
You
now.
can check my comments on
Who'd be
Patreon.
like, look in my eyes.
What was happening?
What do you
Because I was
see?
paying attention.
I don't watch the matchup cult of personality.
Well, the cult of personality. That's what cult should come out with, like a little parody song.
Oh yeah, are you moving away from it now?
I mean, you're wrong. I mean, I don't have to defend myself.
Patreon.com/MOWP.
Extreme Rules will show up when Sasha shows up to beat Bianca and Becky. That'd be cool. That'd be a twist.
Oh yeah.
Dyke says, Mr. Stat Boy, Finn and Roman is now no DQ. Yep, Roman's still winning.
Nobody cares.
None of that one. It just means that Brock Lesnar could come out and screw him, but it won't. It's just going to set up that match for the crown stool. You know, crown stool where your brother almost got trapped.
Wait, the dog is gonna give me head. Give me head, Rose.
I think the dog is
Excuse
trying
me?
to figure out where your string is and why you're floating.
Yeah, you're confusing her. Don't look at the screen.
All up in the phone. I love it. Any event, we're going to be back here on Monday for Monday with the Marks. We'll be talking about possibly Extreme Rules or just possibly some other fun stuff. There is I think it's Chris Canyon is next on Dark Side of the Ring.
Canyon.
So we'll probably be talking about why Undertaker's next for Rob to give a pass on his behavior because he's the Undertaker, you know. It just doesn't matter. But yeah,
No.
he's gonna be back.
No. Fucking no.
So I'm interested to see
No.
what comes out.
No, you are not.
To Rob trying to defend that one.
You are not shutting this show down like that. You are not fucking doing that. No, no, no.
Why? Juan, I'm so glad you stuck around.
What's going
I
on?
did not give a pass to anyone on anything. Make it clear. Check the tape. I said everybody was guilty of being a fucking asshole, and what they did was wrong. I had different opinions on other things. Don't do that.
You know Ric Flair. He's been doing this for 40 years.
No.
Come on.
No, I said you bunch of fucking hypocrites all getting like in your panties right now
Ric Flair.
because Ric Flair did that, and you're like, oh, I can't believe he did that. Of course he did that. It's Ric Flair. Of course he did that.
See,
So we're all of a sudden now.
Along with the fact that.
Okay, fuck it. All right, whatever.
Rob is suspended for.
Now you bitches,
That is 100%
you
true.
bitches don't want to.
Hey, Robbie.
Yeah, Robbie's got to go too. For Eagle Fang Karate, our sponsor tonight, we'll be back next week, same smart time, same smart channel.
Gotcha.
Catch you on the flip side.
You know what this.
Martel Podcast is produced and edited by You Record Studios and is recorded live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Subscribe, follow, and listen to us live following WWE programming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Download the podcast by following us at podbean.com or subscribe on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. While you're there, go ahead and give us an honest and fair review and rating. Finally, if you have enjoyed our product and would like to see us grow, please donate to us by visiting the donation link below our live video, or you can donate via Venmo and Cash App at the handle Ravepro. That's RAVEPRO.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.